For a moment, I wished to stay in bed, wrapped in silence, wrapped in sleep. But then a thought crossed my mind: if I sleep now, who will care for my little ones? Who will prepare their breakfast and who will pack their lunch with love? So, with a deep breath, I rise. The house is quiet and the world is still asleep. I then walk into the kitchen where my day begins. The warmth of stove and the clinking sound of whistle. This is where my silent journey begins. Yes, it's not easy. Every morning feels like a battle between comfort and responsibility. But this is life of every homemaker, a life filled with little challenges and countless moments of love. Because in these ordinary routines, I find extraordinary joy. This is not just my responsibility, but this is my heart's calling. And no matter how tiring the mornings may be, I wouldn't trade this routine for anything else in the world. For this is the secret life of every homemaker, the life I live, the life I love. Hey all, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning for all the beautiful homemakers out there. Welcome back to my channel again. Today I came a bit early to the kitchen because I have to prepare the breakfast and also pack lunch for my kids. So for breakfast I am preparing uttapam today. At the same time, my kids had activity in the school, so they were ordered to get the traditional regional recipes for the lunch. So for lunch today, I'm preparing the tomato rasam and chicken fry. So nothing can beat this combo. If you have ever tried, do let me know in the comment section. Now to prepare the tomato rasam, here I have taken around 6 medium size of tomatoes and added 1 teaspoon of salt. I will now crush the tomatoes with the hand as much as possible. Now in this I have also added this coriander leaf stem. Now I will crush both the tomatoes and the stems together for at least 5 to 10 minutes. After extracting the tomato juice, I will now add around 2 to 3 cups of water in it. Now you can add the water according to your preference on how much thick or thin you want your rasam to be. After this, I'll squeeze out the tomatoes left in the rasam and I'll discard them. Now in this I'll add around 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of salt and 2 to 3 slit green chilies. Now I'll mix it very nicely and then put it on the stove and cook until the green chilies in it turn yellowish in color. Now at this stage I'll add around 4 to 5 tablespoons of tamarind pulp. Now if your tomatoes are tangy enough, you can skip adding the tamarind pulp too. Now meanwhile I'm serving the breakfast for my kids. Now, on some days, mornings are quite hectic for me, and on such days, I usually plan everything a night before itself. If I have to do some chopping or cutting, I do it in the night itself so that I can save some extra time in the morning. Now here I have taken around 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, half teaspoon of zira, half teaspoon of black pepper and 4 to 5 curry leaves. Now I'll grind them to a coarse paste. Here for chicken fry, I have taken 1 kg of chicken and in this I have added all the spices such as red chili powder, turmeric powder, salt, garam masala and 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Now I will give it a good mix and marinate it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now it's enough. You can even marinate for 1 hour. Now it's very easy garlic chicken fry recipe that I am preparing today. For this in a pan I have added around 6 to 7 tablespoons of oil and in this I have added whole spices such as cinnamon, shazira and some elaichi powder. Now in this I have added the marinated chicken. Now I'll cook the chicken until the water in it have completely dried and then fry it for further. Now meanwhile the tomato rasam have also reached to the boiling point and the green chilies have turned yellow. At this stage I have added the coarse paste that we have prepared with zira, black pepper and garlic cloves. Now I'll give it a good mix and again cook it on low flame for another 5 minutes and then switch off the flame. Now at this stage I have added around handful of coriander leaves. I will give it a good mix and then switch off the flame and keep it aside and prepare the tempering for the tomato rasam. Now it's like any other usual tempering that we do. For this, in a tempering pan, I have added 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil, and in this I have splattered some mustard seeds and added 2 whole dry red chilies. Now I have also added a handful of curry leaves and then switch off the flame. Now I will give tempering to the tomato rasam. As soon as you add tempering, you have to close the lid to lock the smell and taste of the tempering. Now meanwhile, the chicken has also cooked nicely. As you can see, the water in it has dried completely. At this stage, I'll add around 2 to 3 slit green chilies, handful of curry leaves, and 6 to 7 cloves of garlic chopped. Now you can skip this step, but yeah, trust me, it adds extra taste to your chicken fry. Now I have also added 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half teaspoon of black pepper powder, and half teaspoon of coriander and cumin powder. Now usually the spice level in this chicken fry is a bit on a higher level. You can also skip adding the black pepper powder, but trust me, if you prepare in this manner, it just tastes amazing and goes very well with the tomato rasam. Now when the chicken is fully cooked, I'll open the lid and add a handful of coriander leaves into it and give it a good mix. Now here in a pan I have added 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee, and in this I have added some cashew nuts. Now I'll roast the cashew nut until this turns slightly brown in color and then add to the fried. Adding cashews gives that extra crunch to your chicken. Now you can even skip this step if you want. At this stage I'll switch off the flame, and that's it. Garlic chicken fry is ready in no time. Now, after the kids left to school, me and my husband we quietly sat down and had our breakfast. After getting done with the breakfast, I then get into my daily household chores and activities. Every day, I spend just 30 minutes on cleaning and reorganizing my home. Now, taking out these 30 minutes from your daily routine doesn't cost you anything, but yes, it makes your home look neat and organized. Now, while I was cleaning my side table, I noticed that it has accumulated a lot of clutter inside it. So, what I did it is I just went ahead and took out everything from inside it. Now, I usually keep my books and other things that I use on daily basis in this table. Now, whenever you're doing any decluttering or organization, make sure that you remove everything from inside it and then clean it properly and then reorganize it. Now, in this way, you will come to know what are the things that you really need to keep inside it and the things that you wanted to discard from it. Now this is a drawer in which I usually place all my dining table cloths and runners. So I have took out everything from it and then organized it properly. Now basically this is the time when my house helper leaves, and when she leaves, this is a picture of my home. Everything is just not at its place. So what I do is I first clean all the bedrooms first and then proceed with the living room and kitchen. Now I have taken everything that is there on the beds and I'll place at their right places. Now today I have even cleaned the dining table and I have placed a fresh ironed table runner on it. Now you live in your home, and for your happiness and mental peace, it is very much important to clean and organize your home in a good way, so that your mind is also at peace. And for me, nothing beats the sight of a neat and organized home. Now, after getting done with all the bedrooms and dining area, I then came into the kitchen and do the cleaning that has been left. Usually by 11 a.m. in the morning, I was done with all my household work, cooking. So after that, I spent some time with myself, and it was a time for having the lunch. As kids were at school, I just served lunch for me and my husband, and we quietly sat down and enjoyed our lunch. Now, today's lunch was quite simple but yet very much delicious, and it just gave us very much comfort having this lunch. If you ask, this is our comfort food, and this type of food everyone enjoys in my family. So, do try this recipe and let me know in the comment section. So, this was it for today's video. I'll meet you in the next one. Until then, take care.